let's talk about how you can convert your words into graphic designs by using AI. I'm talking about Microsoft Designer, which is a free AI design tool offered by Microsoft. And the way this tool works is that you simply put some text describing the image that you want to create, and the tool will generate few images for you to choose from. This technology is called text-to-image AI generation, and Microsoft is using Copilot AI, which is one of the names out there. This video is Microsoft Designer's tutorial for beginner, and I'm going to show you an example, which is this poster that I designed in Microsoft Designer. I have been using a pro version of Canva, which is another graphic design tool, and I think that Microsoft Designer is an alternative to Canva for most use cases. Although I think that Canva is a highly advanced graphic design software, but there are some paid features of Canva that are freely available in Microsoft Designer. Therefore, this is a good choice for most users. The features like background removal, brand kit. So if you watch this full video, you will be able to do almost everything in Microsoft Designer. So without further ado, let's get started. And you simply type Microsoft Designer in Google and press enter, and designer.microsoft.com is the website, and I am straight away logged in, but you might see a sign up or login button, so you can log in using your Microsoft Hotmail account. Microsoft Designer has a very simple user interface. As you can see on the left hand side, you have this area where you put your text prompt to generate images. On the right hand side, you have few examples, and when I hover over any example, I can see the text with which this image was created. So you can get some ideas. But in simple words, what you need to do is explain whatever you want to generate. And I have written one text prompt in Google Docs. So I'm going to copy this and I paste in this area. You can also start from a reference image that I will show you later in this video by clicking on this icon, add image. So this is one way of starting on Microsoft Designer, and then I click on generate. And within few seconds, I got few images generated from my text. And if you read this text is about an online tutoring advertisement or poster, whatever you call it. And now I can start from any of these images. So I select this one and I click on customize design, because in most cases you have to customize and add few text or some other images. So I click on that, and now I will see this window where I can modify this initial image generated from the text. On the right hand side, it is also showing me some other options, because now I have selected this design, so I can choose from any of these. Now as a graphic designer, the first thing you set is the size of the image. So if I click outside on the background of this image, I have this resize option. And remember, this resize option is also a paid feature in Canva. You cannot resize in the free version of Canva. So I click on resize. Now it is showing me the current size, and there are some other sizes available as well. But the most important thing is this custom size. I click on that, and now I can set the width and height of this image. So I'm going to design a poster, and I want to print this poster. It is a big poster, 3 feet high and 2 feet wide. So normally, if you convert feet into pixels, 1 feet has around 1152 or something pixels. So I give it 2300 pixels wide and 3450 pixel high, which is about 2 feet by 3 feet. And I click create. And now it will show me resize in a new tab, or I want to replace. So I simply say replace. And now I can confirm the size, that the current size is correct. And now I can start designing this poster. And I have many tools available. The first thing is that if I want to see what text I used to generate this image, I hover over this area and it will show me the text. Then on the left hand side, if I click on templates, it will show me few templates. And if I click on any of these templates, I can start from here, but now the size will change because this template has a particular size. I don't want to do that. So I undo this and go back to my original poster size. Now let's say I want to add some images, my own images from my computer to this design. To do that, I can click on My Media and from my device, and let's say I want to add these two images. So I can upload these, and when I click on that, that image will be added here, and I can resize this just like that. And if I click on the other image, it will show me some variations, and let me resize this. So I can select from any of these variations because it is showing me slight differences in colors, sharpness, contrast, these kind of things. So let's say I want this. So I put it here, and now I want to add my phone number here. So I click on text and I click on heading, and I move this to this area, and I can add my number, and I can resize this. Similarly, I can put any text using many fonts available. And there was some text here. I want to change the color to white. So I can click on this text, and in this area, I can change color to white, and I can resize this as well. So if I want to change the background, I click here and I change background to any other color. And if, for example, this image doesn't fit quite well with this background, I can make this transparent. So let me resize this a little bit. And if I want to change the opacity of this image, I click here, click on opacity, and I can reduce the background of this image and make it transparent. Further, if for example I click on this image and I want to remove the background, I can click on that and then I click on remove background. And see, background is removed. I can do this same for here. So this feature is also paid in Canva. So let us put some heading here. So we can put some heading here. If I click on this visual tab on the left, I can select from graphics and photos, and I can select any of these and put here just like Canva. But the most important thing which differentiates AI tools, and remember that Canva is now also an AI tool because they have implemented artificial intelligence. We have a generate tab here, and I can generate any image I want. For example, I ask it to generate a cartoon character with a calculator, and I press this arrow and look at the output. I got 3 beautiful cartoon characters with calculators. And let's say I want to put it here instead of this lady, or this one instead of this. And now I can remove the background from these two. So how cool is this? Although I also like this graphics area, because in this graphics area, I have many good images that I would love to use in my graphic designs. As you can see that there are many beautiful elements available here that you can use straight away. For example, I can put this one instead of this, just like that. And Microsoft Designer also offers us brand kit. If I click here, there are few color palettes available. If I want to choose one of these as my brand kit means a set of colors that my brand will be using. For example, if I select this one, click here, it will redesign my poster using this brand kit. Certain elements will be affected, not all. For example, the background, maybe the text colors. So let's select this one, and now my poster's look and feel will change. Now, if you want to create your own brand kit, you can do that by clicking on this plus icon, add your brand. And then you can select colors. Then you can give it a name, and you can select color, add it to your brand kit. Add it to your brand kit just like that by clicking on this plus sign. So you have to select at least 3 colors. And once you have selected these 3 colors, then you can click on this next. Then you can also choose your fonts for headings and subheadings. This is for headings. And then I click on next. Now I choose a font for subheading and I click next. And I choose any sans font for my body text. And finally, I can click on preview brand kit. And this will show me my brand kit. And now I can save this, and this is also available. So in this way, you can create your own brand kit. There are a couple of more features that I would like to explain. The first is that you can set any image as the background of your design. For example, if I click on this hat and I set this as a background, this will be my background now. Also, if for example I place two images on top of each other, I can change their position by clicking on this position button. I can bring this forward or I can send this to back. Similarly, when I click on any image, the effects tab appears on the left hand side and I can choose any of these effects. And if I click on any of the images and I right click, I have many options available. So Microsoft Designer has a lot of options and features that you can access from right click. The most important are, for example, if you want to flip it like this, or you can flip vertically if you want to inverse the picture, and you can undo anytime. Also, if for example you have applied few effects and you want to reset it to the original position, you can select any image and then you click on restore original. So originally there was a background, so now the original image is restored. So let's redo this. Now another very powerful feature in Microsoft Designer is the eyedropper. You can match any two colors. For example, I want to change the color of this hat to this blue color at the bottom. To do that, first I select the object whose color I want to change. Then I click on its color at the top. Then on the left hand side, I will see this eyedropper tool and I click on this tool and I will get this circular shape lens. And now I can go ahead and select any color. When I hover over any color, that will appear inside this lens. And when I am at the blue color, I left click on my mouse and the color of my hat is now changed to blue. So this eyedropper tool is used to match a color to any other color without finding the code. Now in this visual area, you also have this videos tab and there are many videos available that you can use as a B-roll during the video editing process. So once you have finalized your design in Microsoft Designer, you have a cool button to download. And you can download in various formats. By clicking on this button, you can choose the format. I like PDF, so I click on PDF and I click on download. I can rename it, but I just want to save it. And let me open this. And this is my final poster. And that is it for today. So I hope you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.